Hi everyone, it's Aisha Beau here, and today I'm going to show you how to safely remove your gel manicure. I hope that you're all doing well, that you're staying safe, healthy during this very, very uncertain time. My prayers are with anyone who's struggling right now. I know we all have something going on, so let's just all try to uplift each other in this time and really build a community and empathy. Today, what I wanted to talk about was nails. I know that's kind of a switch of subject, but in these times, we of course have to try to focus on things that are lighthearted to help get us through. So one topic of discussion that has been very heavy on my social media timelines is the fact that none of us can go to the nail salon right now. And I don't know about you, but for me, it's been practically a month, if not a month, since I last got my gel manicure. And needless to say, this week they were looking real rough. So I decided that it was time for me to take the gel off and to replace it with a regular polish. And I figured, why not do a video on how to properly remove gel? I did a post on my blog a few months ago talking about how it's not the gel manicure that ruins your nails, but it's actually the removal process that can ruin your nails. Being too aggressive, scraping the gel off without properly soaking it for a long enough time is very, very detrimental to your nail bed. And me, I actually have very strong nails. I'll show in the video where I'm literally jamming one of the nails onto the counter just to show you that my nail is not flimsy, it's not bending, it doesn't feel brittle afterwards, because when I do get my nails done at a manicurist, they take them off in the proper way. And I tried to mimic that myself at home. So I'm just going to walk you through my process of removing the gel and then applying this nail polish. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So I have this nail polish by O.p.i. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm obsessed with O.p.i. This video is not in any way sponsored by them, but I did want to give them a shout out because they did send me a bunch of polishes recently, so I decided to use one. So without further ado, I'm going to just hop right into this video, but before I do, I want to remind you to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know my next video goes live. Alright, let's get into it.
To get started, the items you're going to need are a nail file, cuticle pusher, nail buffer, foil paper, 100% pure acetone nail polish remover, cotton balls, a bowl, and a Ziploc bag. The first step in this process is taking off the top layer of the gel polish. So that means the shiny portion. To do that, we're going to take our nail file and literally file along the top of our nails. That's going to take away the shininess and also make it a lot easier when you're soaking the acetone. The goal with soaking your nails in acetone is making the process of removing the gel a lot easier and less harmful to your nails. So when we scrape off that top layer, it just helps that acetone get right to the source and to easily lift the gel and make it a lot easier to come off. So my nails are completely filed down. Now I'm gonna go one by one and add the cotton balls of acetone to my fingers. So what I like to do is pour the acetone into the cap, then dip a piece of the cotton ball into the acetone. It soaks up really easily, so be wary of that. Then I put the cotton ball directly onto my nail, and then I wrap it in the foil paper tightly. You might get some excess acetone getting all over the place, so make sure you're doing it on a surface that doesn't damage. So now I'm gonna do this with all the rest of my nails, making sure that they are all completely and tightly covered. And I also like to make sure that the cotton ball isn't touching too much of my skin and that it's mainly covering the nail. One thing that speeds up and enhances the soaking process of your nails is applying heat. Usually what I would do is wet a washcloth in warm water and then cover my hands with that. But I actually got this trick from LA Beautyologist where she puts her hands in a Ziploc bag and then dips your hands into some warm or hot water in a bowl. That was such a great idea because it really speeds up that process, and it's not like a cloth where I have to keep wetting it. So I just sit my hands in there for 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. Be patient, and that helps to make sure that your nails are ready to be filed off afterwards. Not sure if you noticed, but I did one hand at a time. This makes the process so much easier. In the past, I've tried to do it with both hands at the exact same time, but trying to file your nails with foil paper on them is not easy. So now that my nails are nicely soaked, you can see that the gel is rising. I'm gonna use my cuticle pusher to gently push the gel polish off. I'm gently going back and forth and the gel is easily gliding off. I'm not applying too much force. I'm not scraping my actual nail bed, and the gel polish is just coming off. I'm taking my time so I get every bit of it, and this just makes for less filing afterwards. I sped it up so it looks like I'm going a little harder than I am, but again, gently back and forth. This nail was a little bit more tricky, so I scraped it as best as I could, but I didn't want to go too hard. So eventually what I did was just put it back onto the cotton swab and then let it soak for a little bit longer while I filed off my thumb. I just wanted to give you a little close-up of how the gel polish is coming off. It should look like that, and it should look raised. That means that you've soaked it for a good enough amount of time. The next thing that I'm going to do is buff my nails. So this is going to get rid of any excess gel polish or any of that bottom coat that you may have had on from your last manicure. And this just smooths down the nail bed so that when you apply your nail polish, it's not all bumpy. So off camera, I went and did the other hand. Now my nails are all smooth and buffed, so it's time for me to file them. I do want to note that my nails are really strong right now. They look a little bit crazy, but it's just because they're dry and there's still some excess debris from the filing and buffing. But they aren't brittle, they're not bending, they're really, really strong right now because I did not harm them in removing the gel. So I like to file my nails in a square shape with a slightly round side. So you'll see that I'm doing that here for all of my nails. I personally am not going to cut them down because I like my nails to be a little bit longer, but here is where you can cut your nails down if you'd like to whatever your desired length is. Next up, I'm going to do a little bit of work on the cuticles, but before I do, I want to soak my nails. You have to make sure that your cuticles are nice and soft before you go in and do anything to them. So I'm going to soak my nails for about 2 minutes, not too much longer, and they'll be nice and soft. See, they don't look bad. All they need is just a little bit of moisture and to get rid of all that excess debris. Because I'm not a licensed nail tech, all I'm gonna do is push back my cuticles, clean them out for any dead skin or any dirt that's underneath my nail. I'm not gonna clip them because my nail lady has done a really great job of making sure that my cuticles are in great shape. So I personally don't wanna ruin them. Just gonna push them back and clean them up a little bit and then get on to painting. As mentioned in the beginning of this video, OPI recently sent me over some nail polishes from their new Neo Pearl collection. I'm really excited to try them because one, the colors are really, really pretty, and two, OPI is one of my favorite brands and they finally noticed me. So I'm really excited to dive into these lacquers. Let me know which one's your favorite in the comments section below. To get things started, I'm gonna go and put on a bottom coat of some clear polish onto my nails before I put on the regular color. And I do want to note that I'm right-handed, not a lefty, so polishing with my left hand is a little bit tricky, but what makes it helpful is that I move my right hand in different directions, so it makes it easier for the polish to be distributed. Look closely at how I put it on at the middle, and then I turn my hand to the left so that I can get the right side, turn my hand to the right so I can get the left side. This makes it a lot easier if you're not ambidextrous to distribute the polish throughout your nail and keep it nice and neat. I let the polish dry for a little bit. Now I'm putting on a top coat of that clear polish so they are nice and shiny. I only did 2 coats of the OPI polish, and as you can see, it's super vibrant and looks really great on my skin tone, which I'm really, really happy about. Now I'm just gonna let my nails dry, and once they are pretty dry, I'm gonna go in with a cuticle oil, and I love cuticle oil. I don't only put it on when I do a manicure. I try to put it on a few times a week to keep my cuticles nice and soft and moisturized, especially in the winter months when our skin tends to dry out. So I put that oil at the bottom on my cuticles, and then afterwards I'm just gonna go in and gently rub the oil all over my cuticles to keep them nice and moisturized. Here's a look at the final product. Yes, I really, really, really love this color. It's perfect for the springtime, even though I'm not going anywhere. Let me know in the comments how you like this color.
So there you have it. That's the video. I hope that you found it very helpful and informative, and that it helps to make your process of removing your gel manicure a lot easier. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so you know my next video goes live. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, please be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I love receiving comments from my viewers. And lastly, be sure to follow me on Instagram at Aisha Beau. As you know, I've been giving this disclaimer at the end of all my videos. The more followers I have on Instagram, the more likely I am to land more brand partnerships and paid opportunities. If you know, I'm trying to get through in this industry right now, so I would really love your help in that. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.